All right, let's get right into it. If you've ever seen an online casino ad, you know all about those flashy bonuses. But hiding in the fine print is a little phrase that changes the entire game: the wagering requirement. It's pretty much the secret weapon in the casino's playbook. And today, we're going to pull back the curtain and show you how it really works.
So it always starts with something that just seems too good to be true, right? A free $100 just for signing up. It feels like they're giving you a head start, a bankroll on the house.
Yeah, you knew it was coming. There's always a catch. That free money, well, it isn't really yours. Not yet, anyway. You have to unlock it first.
And that lock, that's the wagering requirement. Put simply, it's the grand total of money you have to bet before that bonus cash becomes real cash you can withdraw. So a $100 bonus with a 30 times requirement doesn't mean you need to be up $3,000. No, it means you have to place a total of $3,000 in bets. And trust me, that distinction is everything.
So, this is the most important thing to understand. The challenge here isn't about getting one lucky spin. The real enemy, the reason these things are so incredibly hard to beat, is a concept called exposure.
Just think about what the bonus is really designed to do. It's there for one reason: to keep you playing. And the longer you play,
the more your short-term luck, which is totally wild, right? Up and down, it eventually gets flattened out by the casino's house edge. And that edge, it's a small, quiet, but unbelievably consistent mathematical advantage that the house has on every single bet. It never goes away.
And after enough time, that slow, steady math just takes over. A lucky streak might win you a battle, but the long-term math, it's designed to win the war.
And right here, you can see the whole strategy laid bare. Wagering requirements are literally engineered to force you into thousands upon thousands of spins, to make you sit through these super long sessions. And every single one of those spins exposes you to the casino's fixed, unchangeable advantage, their house edge.
I love this slide because it shows the two different realities perfectly. As a player, what do you see? You see the big bonus and the potential payout. But what does the casino see? They're looking at something totally different: the total amount you're going to wager and your time on device. They aren't playing your game of luck. You're playing their game of math.
Now, this whole thing isn't just a math problem. There's a really powerful psychological trap at work here too.
This gets us to what the source material calls the most dangerous phase. So imagine this. You are so close. You're 80% of the way through that $3,000 requirement. You've been playing for hours, but your balance is down. If you quit now, you lose the bonus and all the money you've already lost trying to get it. It feels like you're losing twice. It's a brutal feeling.
And that feeling, well, it has a name: the sunk cost effect. It's that little voice in our heads that says, I've already invested so much, I can't stop now, even when walking away is obviously the smartest move. Wagering requirements are basically a machine, perfectly engineered to get you stuck in that psychological quicksand.
Okay, so the natural reaction for a lot of people is, fine, I'll just outsmart it. I'll play smarter, right? But that's just another part of the trap.
so often, players fall back on things that feel like a strategy. You know, picking a hot slot machine, using some specific betting pattern they read about online, or only playing at a certain time of day. It gives you this illusion that you have some control over what is, at its core, a totally random process.
But here's the cold hard truth. None of that changes the underlying math. Sure, high volatility, or variance, in a game might get you a huge win that delays the inevitable. But persistence, the very thing the requirement forces, ensures you stay exposed to the house edge. Over thousands of spins, the odds of you actually finishing with a profit get smaller and smaller, not bigger.
So if it's not a fair test of luck, then what is it? Let's flip the script for a second and look at this whole thing from the casino's point of view. Why do they absolutely love these requirements?
For the house, this is just a brilliant business tool. It nails 3 key objectives for them. It maximizes the time you spend on their platform, it dramatically increases the total amount of money you wager, and, this is the big one, it seriously reduces how often players can successfully cash out.
So here it is, the real secret. That $100 bonus isn't a gift, it's a marketing expense. And the wagering requirement is the mechanism they use to convert that marketing cost into a predictable, guaranteed volume of play. And that volume generates predictable revenue for them. It's kind of genius.
Which brings us all the way back to the big question. After we've looked at the math, the psychology, the whole business model,
Is beating a wagering requirement really just a test of your luck?
The answer is a simple, straightforward no.
It's not a test. It's a funnel. It is a system, meticulously designed to channel player activity and all those bonus funds directly back to the house, all through the magic of forced extended play.
And honestly, that's the real takeaway here. This isn't about finding some secret trick to win. It's about learning to see the funnel for what it actually is.
Look, understanding this isn't some magic wand that's going to turn every bonus into profit. It won't create some special advantage that lets you beat the system. But what it does do is actually really powerful. It helps you treat these bonuses with caution, it encourages you to set firm stop points for yourself before you even begin, and it empowers you to walk away sooner because you know exactly what you're up against.
Ultimately, visibility is the first real step toward control. These bonuses aren't a test of your luck. They're a test of your endurance and your discipline. So now that you can see the system, now that you know the real cost, how will you play?